This is actually a huge deal. This is a big deal. I love to hear this. We literally have talked about this so many times already, and this just makes me feel validated. So you guys remember the trainer in which we talked about him quite often, his personal trainer, and apparently the Spurs are open to hiring him. So that would be absolutely huge. And when people worry about whether or not Wembanyama can stay healthy, which I'll talk about that in a second, this guy, I think he's going to prevent some injuries. Okay. So it says Wembanyama famously has a group of trainers he uses to put himself in a position to stay as injury free as possible. I'm told the Spurs are open to the idea of officially hiring a few of his trainers. Discussions on those trainers will reportedly begin after Wembanyama is drafted by the Spurs on Thursday night. By the way, let me say this too before I talk about the injury thing that people always bring up. Can we just be real here? Wembanyama's request thus far for the San Antonio Spurs has been awesome. We're not worried about like him being a diva or anything like that. What does he ask for thus far? I want to play more. Make sure I'm in the game. I want to play, and also I want my boys to come. That helps me stay healthy, so I can play a lot. Like, he's so awesome. Like, oh my God, he's so mature. I mean, this is a huge prospect, man. Like, this is LeBron level of fame coming into the league right now. It's absolutely insane. In the NBA, I know that they're clamoring for their next like face of the NBA. For some reason, some players won't get it as much. Like, I think Jokic probably deserves it. He doesn't really get as much, but the NBA is going crazy over Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Jeez, everybody says pronounce the N. I try, okay? Wemby. So this is great. Also, what I was gonna say was when it comes to injuries, I'm never really worried about that. I think it's overblown constantly. Like, people bring up like big men always have a problem with injuries, and when you really look into it, like if you go back and you look at big men from like the 80s into the 90s, it was semi a problem, but it looked as if their durability went about 12 years, 10 to 12 years, give or take. Not great, but sports medicine has improved tremendously since then. I mean, a guy like Porzingis, who does struggle like with injuries pretty often. I mean, we got Spurs fans talking about how they want him on the team, and other teams saying, man, it'd be so great if we got Porzingis. And Porzingis has issues, but modern sports medicine and newfound trainings has really helped him. So I don't really see the problem here with Wembanyama. Also, his trainers, like they're saying here, has really helped him as far as making sure that they prevent any injuries. I mean, to the point where even in this article that we went over like a couple weeks ago, I think, or a week ago, I don't remember. But even in this article, they bring up how like some of the things they have him doing, like when he's on the bench, he's constantly moving, he's constantly working on other different parts of his body. Just great stuff. Just really good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of babbling at this point, but yeah, I'm not really worried about injuries at all. And this is a really good sign. And we kind of figured that they would allow his trainers to come anyway, right? Like, I don't think anybody disagreed or thought that wouldn't be a thing. But yeah.